Welcome to the swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hurricanes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Florida's offense will take the first swing of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference. Be great in your conference. Get the...
And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Gators will call on their punt team. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Smith wants to throw. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Grabs it inside the 10. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And the extra point makes it 14-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And what are they cooking up on second and short? 3 receivers lined up to the left. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's a massive play by the defense. They were not fooled. 2nd and inches. They thought pass was a possibility. They get the sack, and now they force the offense in a 3rd and long situation.
And that pass is intercepted. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll try the run. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. And the Canes are threatening in the red zone. Hands it off. Oh, what a move! And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And the running back gets a 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Now the play fake. They're trying to get to it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
Wide open downfield. Gets away from one, finds some space. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the Gators will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Allen. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. The Gators have this offense rolling. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
They keep attacking through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going to try to get it himself. Those defenders were seeing red, and the quarterback felt it and got down quickly. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. On the option. Now the pitch. At the 35, he's loose. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it, open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They put themselves in a hole to start. It's 1st and 20. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He makes the connection. At the 45 on his way. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering for the score. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
The give to the back. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Smith dropping to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes the catch. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And the Hurricanes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The give to the back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Trying play action. Makes the catch. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Yeah, and That's a nice job by this defense, understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these two guys, they rep that.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an alt.
And that ball is picked off. Touchdown, Florida! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
And these guys can play offense, too. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't make it 10. Take that thing all the way back.
It's a flea flicker. They're bringing heat. Stands in and takes the hit. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Canes! Now, they told us they were going to run the trick play. I wasn't sure I believed them, but they dialed it up at the right time.
Well, I bet you believe them now. And the defense didn't believe it first. They thought it was a run. You could tell they suck up. The wide receiver looks like he's going to block. Slips right by the defensive backs. It ends up being a big play. Nice call.
Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Gator. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Smith wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Fires to the wideout. Got it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback sneaks it ahead. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
I love it. Forget all the cute stuff. It's first and goal. I'm trying to get 6. Nice job. Just get the quarterback under center. Let us push him into the end zone and get the touchdown.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
Just never had a chance. And he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength.
That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
They'll open the second half on the ground. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Sweet cut there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Running with power. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Canes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the punishment has been extended. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. about to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Miami, 56, Florida, 17.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Line gets set, first down. Going to the running game. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On second down, he'll let it fly. It's complete to the right. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers. They make people miss now in space. They're guys that are now featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Oh, what a move! He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive.
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. They got to him in a heartbeat. Man, was he back there quickly.
And you can see the linebackers up near the line of scrimmage. Which one's coming? He comes flying through with great speed. The offense had no clue how to get him blocked, and he gets the big sack.
Got his man downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Off play action. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 3rd down, going up top. Zips it out to his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Miami! And the pummeling has started.
Miami. Number 8.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Miami. 63. Florida. 17.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll bring it back. It's Robinson. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game, with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
Man, that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first downs. So much balance. That's why they're the number 2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
70. Florida. 17.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Buys a little time with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hawkins. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. And the Hurricanes will try to pick it up on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Off he goes. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll test the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. At the 35, he's open. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Here we go. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. While they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.